Good morning, Kyle. Wanted to go over, I think we're going to change a little bit on court because I'm healing now. Since Ash is gone, Silver's going to move over to our side, which is another DPS player, but one with a lot of movement. I think I'm still going to want to stay in that melee group just because I think we want to be able to get heals out a little bit simpler. If I continue to play my current position, I'm so far back from the group that healing the red group or any players at all will be a little bit more difficult, especially for this second charge. Even for this one here, my heals aren't going to hit all these people. Like you're out of range, for example. So in order to solve this, I think the best plan is to have you and I swap spots. So then I will do the bait for the group over here, and then you will do the bait as a person in the middle. So I just want to go over the middle person's rotation, and I'll look over yours as well. So I'm up to date. So you bait always on the far right. Key thing is when you web bait, you just stand in it, you pop it right away. So opposite of what you were doing here. You will drop an orb, you move off this. And that's sort of it, and then we just rotate. The main thing is you go outside, let the mages go inside, and then on the next one you'll go inside, mages go outside. That's all you do. You rotate back and forth, and as long as you can grasp that, it's simple. Main thing here that you're going to have to keep an eye out when doing this is you're going to get a lot more opportunities in terms of using that Typhoon. It helps incredibly to keep these. You're kind of the Typhoon person for these three players, so just keep your eyes open for that utility option, and it will go a really long way for you. It just really helps the DKs pick them up. But yeah, you're just a range player now, so you kind of have less emphasis on orb soaks, which is nice. And then you just blast damage, so there's less walking for you in general. Okay, we'll just finish P1 after this. It's obviously the same thing for every single phase, so it's irrelevant at that point. But I just want to show you my two rotation points when I stand, because Mulg and Pure kind of have their positions, and I'll kind of want you to follow that. So this boss went to the right side, so Frilly's coming through the group. So I generally pick up these blue orbs for my group. Pure can definitely support you, and Shiro's good at supporting here as well. I do because I have AG, but don't feel like you need to pick up all or not AG, sorry, Spirit Walkers, but don't feel like you need to. You can definitely pick up one or two or whatever is good for your movement. Always leave room for Frilly if she comes through here. She's going to come zoom in, and then I just plant myself way back here because it's safe. You can really plant, if you would rather stay in the middle of the room right here, you can definitely do so. I just plant over here, but Mulg and Pure always play these two spots right here, so you can just play around that, and then it's rain into webs. Again, make sure you don't double spawn an orb on yourself, and that is super free. Okay. We drop, the mages block so they don't drop any orbs. So when you rotate on this one, there's even less orbs for you to soak. And now we will rotate. Boom. And that's kind of it. You would soak orbs. You can always support if there's some extra and you have movement available. It's really just nuking ads and not dying, and then prepping your ramp if you have any as a boomkin, okay? So this side's super simple. Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can find another pull where we're on the other side. Nope. Sorry, I didn't plan this very well before talking with you. Here we go. So when we rotate to this other side of the room, so we'll play it from here. We get the charge, we get the stun, and the boss is rotating this way. We're pre-positioned on this side, right? We do our normal rotate here. You'll notice, just be careful of the mages and players. Sometimes they're a little bit slow. If you're going to do what I'm doing, just be very careful. And when we position on this next side after this frontal, Mulg will always play directly on this skull marker. And I generally have told him that I will play behind him. Pure will keep you alive in this phase. He's really good about babysitting the three of us. So you don't really have to worry too much about your damage or anything. But just make sure you're prepped in terms of your positioning. So Mulg will stand pretty much on this mark. Pure will stand always to the front left of you, and we've made sort of a triangle here. This is kind of our placement. You'll notice you're out of range of all players. That's fine. Pure will keep you alive, and that's it. You'll drop, move, web drop. I probably move left here. Yeah. Pure kind of gets a little close, so I'm kind of worrisome of this. If there's two players that ever have close orbs, you can be smart and make a call out. For example, if Pure and I were too close and we were worried that if we both soaked at the same time, we would get linked, you can literally just move out, let Pure soak first, and then move in after. Like, it's no rush to technically get the soak done, if that makes sense. And if you position yourself off-centered of this, it also gives you a little bit more space. So I'm off-centered from the circle, and I still soak, and I'm able to drop. Makes sense? It does happen a few times in P1, probably not this pull. We're normally pretty good about it. But this one's kind of close. Like if Pierre and I soak right here, we're going to get linked, right? If we were to soak immediately on drop, he moves to his left, I move to my right. He gets first, and there we go. Just like that. So you can work around it. Don't feel like you have to sand directly in the middle. You'll just play around as you drop. If you get linked, it sucks. It's not the end of the world. Pure will just run this way. You'll break the opposite way. But that should be free, okay? If you have any questions about this in terms of the middle rotate or anything, let me know. But like I said, prior these boops, and then for that second, for the second rotation right here, you're going to play a little bit farther back behind Mulk, and Pure will play to your left. You could technically play over here as well if you really want. It's kind of more movement for you, so you probably don't want to. But you kind of have free roam of all this to play with, so whatever works best for you, all right? Cool. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and if you have questions, let me know in the personal channel here. And other than that, we'll see you Monday. Let's do it.